Kelvin, you went to a lineup of Terrance that had Terrance, Malik, and Mercy relatively early. How do you think that group did? And
Oh, we've done that a lot in the past. It's not that like that's the first time we've done it now.
how important was it to get those guys?
What's we played 2 games going into the night. It's November the 13th. Early in the season, based on who you're playing, every coach in America would like to play as many guys as they possibly can. So I didn't reinvent the wheel with substitutions tonight. We did what we normally do. It just so happened in the second game of the year, we played a top 10 team in the nation. We're not going to substitute tonight like we do in that game. If we played Auburn next week, we wouldn't substitute like we did tonight either. So they'll get their opportunities, but every minute I can play Terrance, I do it, so I didn't take him out. Best thing Terrance did tonight was help us get a lot of offensive rebounds. I thought that was serious. That's kind of true, though. I mean, yeah. Said, keep throwing it to T. I need to get my rebound numbers up.
How do you feel conditioning-wise? Where are you?
I feel like I'm getting better. I don't feel like I'm all the way there yet. I still have times where I'm really gassed or I just don't have that extra push in me. But, I'm getting there. Like games like tonight, like he say, him leaving me out there is helping me get back into that shape that I need to be in. So it's good. I feel like I'm getting better with it.
Terrance, aside from the physical part, when you do get the minutes like that and you are able to extend things, what does that do for you, just knowing that it had been such a long time that you had been on the court?
I mean, it does a lot. I mean, I felt great today going out there and playing. I really didn't have too many problems with my foot like I did the last 3 games, but I felt good today. Knowing that I'm back out there is already a blessing in disguise, so I'm just happy to be out there. So.
Kelvin, Javier to get 3 blocks, some offensive moves.
Yeah.
How important was that?
Yeah, well, Javier is probably 2 or 3 more games away from being where he was last year. He went 19 consecutive days and didn't practice. And then we played Auburn. So, we didn't, for us to be whatever people think we are, we need Javier and J1 and JoJo healthy and playing at a high level. When they are, we are what you think we are. That's why the game the other night, let's not forget now, with 4-something to go, we're up 5. We're up 5 with 4-something to go. And on the ensuing possession, they shot an air ball. Had we got that rebound, we'd have had the ball up 5, going down, maybe to go up 7. But we didn't get the rebound. Broom got it, threw it out to Pettiford, and he made a dagger 3. Nobody was around him. If we get the rebound, the game changes. So I tend to see things the way coaches see them. So it was a great game for us to learn a lot from. A thing I learned mostly was we've got to get Javier healthy. And we tried to play Terrance in the second half. He couldn't go. Need to get him healthy. So I'd like to have Javier out there more the second half. I'd like to have Terrance out there more the second half. That's our top 7. We can get our top 7 out there, then we can fill in behind them. But our top 7 is basically we have 7 starters. And we're playing that game mostly without 2 of them, Javier and Terrance.
Emanuel, what are your thoughts on the slow start for the team tonight?
Today?
We have a slow start?
I mean,
Watching.
they kind of they made some shots, but, some teams might hit shots in the beginning. We just got to stay down.
Hold up. Define slow start.
Trailing 10-6. If you guys are missing some shots, they made shots. That's all.
That's slow? It's just, we're down 10-6. That's not a slow start. Come on, my man. I mean, you're Miss America's walking across the stage. You're trying to find a bunion on her foot. You're looking at her foot.
But yeah, just staying together. Continue to play in the right way. Teams are gonna make some shots. But it worked out pretty well.
Emanuel Sharp. I'm still thrown off by the start. I don't even remember the start. The toughest dude on that floor tonight was Emanuel. And normally we have the toughest dude on the floor. It's like Saturday, the toughest dude on the floor was Janai Brim. He's one of the two best centers in America, him and Dickinson from Kansas, I think, offensively. But he wasn't just the best player, he was the toughest player. And that's something that that can't happen again. Our kids have to be fist fighting to see who's the toughest dude on the floor. That's how we've won almost 30 games a year for 7 years around here. It's playing that way. So, but Monday's practice, Tuesday's practice, and we practiced again today. We practiced at what time we practiced? 1:30.
1:30.
We practiced today, and we had a great practice. And I think that had a lot to do with the way we played tonight. Our kids came out ready, except for being down 10-6. I mean, that obviously was important.
I can't get over to Miss America. Kelvin, the defensive intensity for 40 minutes coming off of Saturday, and maybe some of the things you wanted to see. What did you think of just that part of things tonight?
Yeah, I don't overreact to any of that stuff, though. It's November the 13th. 99% of the years I've coached basketball, we haven't played a game yet. You don't start playing basketball normally to the middle of November. So the thing that we've always been good at here is bringing our team along. We're not trying to be the best team in the country on November the 5th or 10th or come out breathing fire and not have a slow start. That's all part of the process. When you win by whatever that is, it's because our defense didn't have a slow start. We defended the entire possession almost every time. The only time that they got an easy shot was when the referee okey-doked us. They're on the baseline. He's playing a little shell game with us there. We picked the wrong shell. So that was a tough one.
Great time for a couple more here. We'll go back to Chris, please. All right.
Emanuel, you had, I think, 4 steals, 5 or 6 rebounds. How much does that stuff get you going overall in the game?
That's one of the things I've learned since I've been here, since my freshman year, is like if you go into the game with maybe an offensive mindset, you're not gonna play well. Getting your game started with rebounds, steals, like stuff on the defensive end that usually gets you going for the rest of the game and sets you up to have a good game because that means you came out with the right attitude and playing hard. So that's just what I try to focus on and continue to get better at that as my time goes on here. So that's it.
Emmanuel, at the time of your injury last year,
No time.
I'm sorry.
Turnover.
Turnover, yeah, well, that's my turnover.
Happens. Slow start. Slow start.
For the turnover. Terrance, last year, about at the time you had the injury, you had a couple of really good rebounding games. Is that which is harder, I guess, to ease back into or to kind of jump back into? Is it the working on your shots and that part of it with the layoff, or is it being physical and being able to get those rebounds? How much of the rebounding part of it can you really focus on right now while you are still trying to maybe get up to speed or is it more on the shots that you're more focused on?
Well, I'm just trying to go out there and play hard. Trying to just chase any rebound that I can. That's just about playing hard. Coach always say that it's not really about timing or having time off. So if I just go out there and focus on playing hard, I feel like most of the time rebounds seem to just fall in your lap. So that's mostly what you go out there and focus on, not shots or just trying to get any rebounds, but just playing hard.
Got time for one more if anybody's got it. Chris, in the middle.
Manny, what are your thoughts on Coach saying you were the toughest player in the last game?
I mean, I was, just went out there and played hard. That's pretty much it.
Well said, Emanuel.
I don't really know how to answer that.
Eloquent.
Show the blood on your tape.
Point. It's a lesson in journalism excellence.
It's great to hear that feedback from Coach, but, thanks, Coach.
What are your thoughts on Coach saying Janiyah Broome was the toughest player in that game and not wanting that for opponents for you guys going forward?
Just when we go into a game, that can't happen. We, like he said, we have to have the toughest player on the floor. And, when the other team has the toughest player on the floor like they did the other night, you can see how we played. We don't play how we are supposed to play when we don't have the toughest guys on the floor. So, just we got to learn from that. That's why, you want to win those games. But, a loss isn't just an empty loss. You got to learn from it. And, we got to move forward from there and improve.
Kelvin, the Spurs announced today what has been keeping Pop out of being able to coach. Knowing your history and relationship with them. Any thoughts just on?
Yeah, no, I've been in touch with some of my friends there, and he's doing good. He's doing better. I think he's recovered. Now he's recovering. He's still going to be out a while longer, but that's my guy. I love that dude. He's a coach's coach. There's nobody that's done more for the game during his era than Pop. He's a role model for everybody.
Coach Terrance, Emanuel, thank you. Congratulations.